What's up, guys? Arnab here, and it's Friday in New York City and it's about to rain. I hope wherever you are, it's a little bit warmer and nicer. So today what we're talking about is how do you use competitors to figure out what you're going to build, how to position your own company or your future company. And so we're going to use ChatGPT and a couple other tools to figure out this whole process and also supercharge this. So step by step, I'm gonna go through a case study of our company, how we've kind of figured out our customers, how we've kind of positioned the brand, all that stuff in a second. But before that, I have a really cool story to kick this off, and it involves Elon Musk and Tesla. So Tesla was an independent company before Elon Musk showed up with a bunch of money, and it was catered to hobbyists, electric cars for hobbyists. And so what Elon Musk did was he came in, understood that there are a dozen different kind of electric car companies out there. A lot of you might remember the Nissan Leaf. It kind of sucked. It was a car for nobody. A couple Portland dorks had that car out there. But Elon Musk's vision was to make a mass market electric car. And he started by making it for the sports market. So it was the Tesla Roadster, which was expensive, about $250,000, I think. And it was a really fast performing car. It accelerated faster than other similarly priced cars. It was a really cool car, but it was a way for them to have time to develop the technology, the cool transmission, all that stuff, and then build up to the company where it is today, which is a mass market car, and soon it'll get even cheaper. So lesson we can learn is to find competitors, figure out where they're positioned, and kind of dodge landmines and figure out where you want to place your company. So today we're going to use our case study. It's going to be Zomo, and we're going to talk about how we figured out our brand, looking at competitors in the space, and using something like ChatGPT to supercharge the experience. And I use ChatGPT as a really good intern that is very confidently dumb sometimes, but it's a good place to start and give you a lot of information fast. So if you can see my screen, the first prompt I'll give it is to assume that it's a marketing expert, and it'll ask it to find softwares in our space and give me a huge list of that. I'd also recommend obviously going on Google and finding other things along with that, other sources. And so it gave us a bunch of different information. It gave us e-commerce, which is not relevant. It gave us a bunch of different software out here. And I think the most relevant stuff out here that we're seeing in the list is really the community management platforms. So I'm gonna ask it to give me, elaborate on this community management platforms. Elaborate, give me more, there you go, okay? So it comes back to LinkedIn groups, Meetup. I think one of the best ones here are circle.so. So let's start with that as a kind of starting point. So along with this, maybe I'll tell it, give me more like circle.so. Okay, Mighty Networks is pretty good. Kajabi is a really good one. Try.so is okay. Patreon should be another one that's here too. And of course I know this because I've already gone through this exercise, but this is a good starting point to figure out what type of software we're gonna go after to position our Zomo company. So next thing I do is use something like Figma. Figma is really good for brainstorming and to collaborate. So I went through and made a list of kind of where these guys stand. The feature analysis and course creation, community building, all this stuff is here. Kajabi, Circle, Uscreen, Mighty Networks, and Zomo 2.0, Patreon, Gumroad, all the different kind of guys out there, and how we stack up. So to figure out how we stack up, what I do is look at the reviews from each one of our competitors, figure out where they suck, where they're really good, where we can't play at all, where we are totally outgunned because these guys have a lot of money. They're making over $100 million a year. We can't play with those guys in some of those spaces. So let's look at Kajabi's reviews, for example. And I see this a lot from talking to customers. Too complicated, it's a lot going on, there's too many things to do, and undersold, oversold, underdelivered. So a lot of these guys have the same kind of reviews. And I think what happened in Kajabi, they started as a ClickFunnels type company to make web pages, and they moved into community building. So they just have a lot of softwares in a suite, which is good for some people, but I think it's going to hit mass market to build your own community for your brand, your product, a membership community. And I think the problem is it's really too hard for folks to do that. So our whole technology stack is a simple mobile app that any kind of creator or brand can use to build a membership community, to have discourse, to teach people stuff and do a knowledge transfer to a lot of people and make a lot of money from that. So we had to differentiate ourselves, and what we did was go through and figure out, how do we make sure that people know it's a mobile app? This is an interesting picture that I saw. Also kind of look futuristic. This is a blockchain kind of company that I found. And kind of differentiate ourselves. Also, I saw the onboarding of how these guys kind of operate. So there's multiple steps to kind of closing a client. It's top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. And I learned all this stuff last couple of months as an engineer. It's kind of interesting. So top of the funnel is getting the traffic to your site, let's say. Middle of the funnel is to how you actually, how the experience is for the customer. Do they trust you? Do they actually appreciate what you're doing? Is there a good fit? So the first thing you want to do on your webpage is to be like, okay, do you understand exactly what we're building in 3 to 5 seconds? That's the first step. Second part of it is, can we build trust with our customers? And so we have to do that with our page also. The last part is the experience from going to a web page to learning to actually pulling the trigger and actually signing up either for a free trial or to actually pay for our software or whatever software we're talking about here. So I went through the whole experience. I can dive deeper another day, but this is a really cool, fun experience. It took multiple days, a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun to figure out kind of what type of brand you want to have. And this is the website we kind of built, and it's pretty cool. I think you guys should check it out, and I really had a lot of fun building it. The next thing that they should do is look at the market data, and this is based on the Google data. So SEO is search engine optimization, and so you can see what people are Googling for, what type of words they're typing in, see who is actually performing really well in Google. And so one of the ones that stuck out for me, I'm on Semrush now, it's a great tool, it's also free, is circle.so. And so they have been kicking ass for the last couple of months. They've got 42,000 organic searches, and it's up 213%. So they're doing something right here. And so we have to reverse engineer what they're doing right to figure that out. You can see the top organic keywords, people are directly searching for that. There's also something here called dollar Kazan. I hope it's not a swear word, I hope it's not inappropriate. It looks to be Turkish, so see what this is that is bringing people to Circle. It looks like one of their massive customers here. Okay, let's Google search this. And there it is. Okay, dollar Kazan. And it looks to be a course or like kind of a community where I think this Turkish guy is kind of teaching how to people to make money. I see $2,300. So these are the types of customers they have. So how does Zomo fit, or Zomo, sorry, not Zomo fit, Zomo, the new rebrand, how does that fit in finding our customers? What type of customers can you have that are make communities that are this vibrant, that this search for? So that's really the next part of this, to figure that out and position this. Also, what you want to do in my other video that I have is to rapidly test the types of creators or the brands that use your software. So I'd use something like cold email automation to figure that out. Use lists of 1,000 types of 1,000 people. Let's say you want to go after chiropractors, get 1,000 emails for chiropractors and email them. It should be simple emails, and check out the video to see how I did that. So I hope this helped you kind of figure out how to build your $1 million company. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. It's not going to take 10 seconds, but these are the tools I'd use, and it would be ChatGPT, Figma, Semrush to kind of really do your research. And if I can help you further, shoot me a message, and I hope this whole thing helped. Thanks. Bye.